Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to simplify indices expression. Look at the question A. We have 3 power of y plus 1 multiplied by 9 power of 2 minus y over 27 power of y. For this question, how do I simplify? First, I will look at all the base first. Consider the base that we have. I think that the 3 and 9 and 27 all can be written in the base of 3. So first, we rewrite all these indices expression into the base 3 first. So after we have rewrite them in the base 3, the first one, the 3 power of y plus 1, we just copy down. And the 9, we change it into the, this is a 3 square. 3 square, 9, change it into the 3 square, and power of 2 minus y over the 27, we change to the 3 power of 3, and according to the question, it has the power of y. And after that, I'm going to expand it. 3 power of, expand the 2 multiplied by 2 minus y, you got a 4 minus 2y. Alright, taking the 2 multiplied by 2 minus y, divided by 3 power of 3y. After that, we will use the rules of indices to combine both all these indices, which is if we have the operation multiply, we're going to add up the power, and if we have a division, we are going to deduct the power, because of all of them having the same base. So we just write down the base of 3, and this is the power of y plus 1. Because of the operation multiply, we're going to take the y plus 1 plus this power. That is your 4 minus 2y. And because of the division, we're going to take the power above minus the power below, that is the 3y. Alright, then you simplify it. Collect all the like terms together. You have a y minus 2y, negative y. Negative y minus 3y, you got a negative 4y. And the number, like term, which is you have a 5. So you can just write in this form, 5 minus 4y. This is your answer. For this question, you're going to simplify this. And now we can see that this is not operation multiply or division. So we cannot use these rules of indices here. So how can I do it is, I will rewrite the first term, we just copy down. And minus 2 power of n plus 1, you can rewrite it in the form of a 2 power of n multiplied by 2. Just split them. Alright, split them. As if that you combine them by using the rules of indices, you get back the 2 power of n plus 1. Alright, this is a 2 power of 1 multiplied by 2 power of n. Okay, when you combine them, you get your 2 power of n plus 1. Now I just separate them. Yeah. After that, I can see that this is my 2 power of n minus. Move the 2 to the front. 2 of 2 power of 2 power of n. So you might factor out the 2 power of, because the both term are having the 2 power of n. You can take out the 2 power of n, just factor it out. Factor the 2 power of n from the first term, you have a 1, minus factor out the 2 power of n on the second term, you got a negative 2. So here you might see that this is a 2 power of n, 1 minus 2, you got negative 1. Then you can simplify your answer by writing it as a negative 2 power of n. Or another method is, first I will see this as 2 power of n minus 2 of 2 power of n. Alright, so you can see this as your apple, and minus 2 of your apple. Alright, 1 apple minus 2 apple. What do you get? You will have your negative apple, negative 1 apple. So what is your apple? apple will be the negative, so this will be negative, just copy down. 1 apple meaning that your apple just now is representing the 2 power of n, you got negative 2 power of n. This is how I work for it. Alright, this is the first method. I use the factor method, factor out the 2 power of n, and this is because the 2 power of n is a common factor. And or you can go for the second method, which you see this as your a. Okay, you don't like the apple, you can assume that the 2 power of n is a minus 2a. What do you get? You get negative a. All right, where your a is your 2 power of n. All right, now we move to the question C. For this question, the same method we will apply, same method as the question question just now. I will first split the 3 power of n plus 1 into 3 power of n multiplied by 3 power of 1, which is 3, minus 3 power of n multiplied by 3 power of negative 1. So if you write the coefficient, the 3 to the front, you will have 3 multiplied by 3 power of n minus 3 power of negative 1 can be written as 1 over 3. 1 over 3, 3 power of n. So now you can see this as 3a minus 1 over 3a, where your a is representing the 3 power of n. Alright, so just write down 3 minus 1 over 3, that will be 8 over 3a. So you're not going to write it as a because the a is just what you think, okay, is representing the 3 power of n. So just write down your answer as a 3 power of n. Alright. Then you can simplify further, where this is your 8 multiplied by 3 power of negative 1, because 8 over 3 meaning that is 8 multiplied by 1 over 3. Alright, multiplied by 3 power of n. You can simplify further. It will become 8 3 power of n minus 1. That's it. Or you can apply the second method, continue from this step. Alright, continue from this step. You have to take out the 3 power of n, where the 3 power of n is a common factor. Alright, for these two terms. So once you factor it out inside the bracket, you have a 3 for the first term. From the first term, you left 3 inside, and what you have for the second term is 1 over 3. Alright. So from here, you press calculator to get your 3 minus 1 over 3. You get 8 over 3 power of 3 power of n multiplied by 3 power of n. And followed by this step, that will be 8 multiplied by 3 power of n minus 1. So we have now upgraded to the expression which containing 3 terms. Alright. So how do we simplify this? We will consider these 3 terms first. All these 3 terms having the index number which having the base of 5 and the power involving 2n, 2n, 2n. So this is very simple. For the first term, you just copy down, nothing can be simplified. And the second term, you just split them into 5 power of 2n multiplied by 5 power of 1 plus the third term, you simplify into 5, you split them into the 5 power of 2n multiplied by 5 power of negative 1. Alright, then now you have 3 terms, right? So look at the 3 terms. Now I'm using the method of the factorize. I factor out the 5 power of 2n because all these terms containing 5 power of 2n. In other words, 5 power of 2n is a common factor for those 3 terms. Alright, we can factor out the 5 power of 2n, then put a bracket. Once you divide the first term by 5 power of 2n, you have 1 in the first term. Second term, you got 5. Third term, you got a 1 over 5. How do I get 1 over 5? Because 5 power of negative 1 is 1 over 5. Then you can simplify what is inside the bracket. So once you simplify, you get negative 19 over 5. Alright, multiply by 5 power of 2n. You can leave this as your final answer, or you may simplify further to get a negative 19 multiply by 5 power of 2n, and the 5, this is 1 over 5. You can combine with this 5 power of 2n become 5 power of 2n minus 1. It's up to you. And this is also good enough to leave as your final answer. For this question, we're going to expand the power first. You have a 3 power of 3 multiplied by x power of negative 6, negative 2 multiplied by 3, and the y multiplied power of negative 9, negative 20, negative 9, because 9 multiplied by, negative 3 multiplied by 3 is negative 9, divided by 3 power of 3, x power of 4. Okay, so now you can see the index number which have the same base can be simplified. Which 3 power of 3, now I can cancel this all. Alright, and x power of negative 6, you can take the power negative 6 minus 4 because they are having the same base. We can apply the rules of indices. And y power of negative 9, nothing can be simplified, just copy down. And what do I have is negative x power of negative 10, y power of negative 9. That's it. Okay, this question, which is the last question in this video, this is a simple one because the operation here is multiply and divide. So we now can just directly apply our rules of indices, which I write down all the base of these 3 index number, or they are 2. So just combine them. I have my power of 3x minus 1. Because the operation multiply, I will add sum with the 4 minus x, and because of the division, I just divide minus the power minus 1. Okay, be careful. I put a bracket here because the negative will take effect on this negative later on. Without the bracket, you may you have to change it into the negative 1 plus 2x. You must be alert on that, else it will be wrong. So 2 power, we just collect all the like terms together. 3x minus x, that will be 2x. 2x plus 2x, that will be 4x. Y plus, because the negative multiplied by negative become positive 2x. And now we combine the numbers. Negative 1 plus 4, that will be 3. 3 minus 1, that will be 2. Alright. So, you either can leave your answer like this, or some of the students, they may write in this form. So they will write them in this form. 4 multiplied by 2 power of 4x. I think this is good enough as your final answer, or you may further simplify into this. Alright, thank you for watching.